Hello, welcome back. This is Jacob and today we are going to be continuing the olive glaze. Listen, the comments in the previous episode were, at the beginning they were very on point, and then the more comments kept coming in, the more I started to laugh, because pretty much every single one that came in was some type of olive glaze, and I do get it. Trust me, I do get it. I just find it very, very funny that no matter how many comments kept coming in, almost every single one of them was some type of olive glaze. That was very fun to read through, I'm not gonna lie. The more I kept reading, the more I was like, okay, yeah, I get it, okay, you can stop now! But yeah, no, thank you for all those comments. That was very, very funny to read through. I'm not even joking. That was a read through, and yeah, I can see why he is such a beloved character. The performance on the voice actor first and foremost is amazing, and again, I am very happy that back then, well, I'm both happy and sad that back then when he was on the original banner, I decided not to pull on him because I just didn't have resources back then, I believe. I think at least that was the case. Well, through this very little neat coincidence, I never got to experience his voice actor. So meeting the idealist, well, I kind of thought to myself that he kind of resembles Olive, but didn't really put two and two together back then, didn't really have much to, well, put two and two together with. Yeah, that whole experience the last episode was, well, throughout the chapter so far was very, very interesting to me, of seeing how it goes down and what the big reveal is. I would say from the last episode, still the biggest reveal for me about Aleph isn't even the split personality thing, it's the fact that he's a human. That is probably the biggest shocker in this whole thing. And you know what the funniest thing about this whole thing is? I should technically know that he is human, because back then when I was looking at the atlas, when I was looking at the Royal Atlas specifically, and I was looking at humans because of Duncan, I think I completely glanced over the fact that, yeah, Aleph is in there. Maybe I even mentioned it back then. I don't even remember when I was doing the previous chapter and I was talking about, or we were talking about Duncan. I think I completely glanced over the fact that Aleph is in there, which is kind of beneficial right now, I will not lie. Kind of turned very beneficial to completely ignore the fact that I probably saw Aleph in there. Well, however it turned out, it turned out very good, because I had no idea what was coming. And yeah, that was amazing, that whole reveal. I am looking forward to seeing today how this is gonna end. You guys also said that something should be unlocking when I finish this chapter. I don't know what it is specifically, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see when I get to the end of this chapter today. And also, apparently that thing was bugged, or something like that. Apparently some images or CGs or whatever the hell in the thing were not loading in properly. And there was a patch a couple of days ago that apparently was fixing some stuff. I only glanced over the note that was provided after the patch. But it didn't specify anything specific that was being fixed, just that some errors in the game were being corrected. So I'm presuming if whatever is gonna be unlocking after or in this chapter, when I finish it today, we'll see. Maybe it's fixed now. Maybe it is. But that's gonna be for later. Also, considering this is gonna be the finale for chapter 9 today, I will take a look at the main trailer for the chapter at the end of today's episode, cause, well, no point in waiting, right? There's gonna be still a couple of months ahead of us until they add the character stories back into the game as well for, I'm guessing it's Recoleta and Aleph, unless they did another Ulrich for some reason with someone else, but I don't think so. Yeah, that's gonna be a while until they add them back in, so we're gonna watch the trailer today. I'm very curious how the trailer for this chapter is gonna be looking. Hope it's gonna be as unhinged as unhinged as the chapter itself is. But also on the note of this chapter, one of you guys shared something of an interesting image with me over on Reddit. By the way, I don't really promote this a lot because I keep forgetting about it. It's linked in every YouTube video ever that I post up anyway. But there is a Discord for the channel. If anyone wants to join, just keep in mind that I will probably take me a while sometimes to, especially when I'm asleep, to give you guys the verification role and everything, because I do that manually. But yeah, if you want to join the Discord and share anything with me that is in relation to where the Let's Play is at the moment, or something else related to something before interesting, you can ping me in there. There's a specific channel in there and everything for recommending me stuff for the Let's Play and stuff like that, where it's essentially easier to both link videos or images or stuff like that, and probably way more accessible to me as well. But yeah, feel free to join the Discord, and it's a very chill place. Just read the rules. Just read the rules first, and all is gonna be good. But yeah, as I was saying, one of you, specifically to shout out K-Rider, shared with me a very funny image over on Reddit, which is this neat little thing with with Vertin and Sonetto back in prison for this chapter, I'm guessing. And I do love the little memory bubbles of the previous 2 times in prison with the Regulus. And just Regulus, why me? Why me again? Those are funny. Which brings me to the fact of, well, I think we're gonna have to introduce Regulus to another prison sentence at some point, just to even the odds. We can't let her go free. Not for too long. She's part of the whole thing. She needs to experience prison time once more. But yeah, thank you for sharing that image. That was very funny. That was a very funny one. But also on the note of the previous episode and the comment section and the olive glaze, Orange Giant said, Olive is one of my favorite characters in R1999. Not just yours. Anyway, in the game, humans are known for being calm decision makers who don't get as emotional as Arcanists, yet I find that him wearing a straitjacket known to be worn by insane people an interesting contrast. Despite his many alter egos sounding emotional, he himself was the rational one among them. Almost to a fault even. He decided to place himself in his own isolation chamber, with his only way of communication being the different devices used across eras, which further tells how many storms he lived through. People kept looking for him for answers to their questions, but they never stopped to consider the person on the other side of the line. This feels like it might be a commentary on the internet. You know what? You're not wrong with the last one. It does feel like a commentary on the whole internet thing. Reaching out to people you have never met. You know, well, to be fair, that was a thing for ages, honestly. It's just like with the internet, it became vastly more accessible to reach out to a person you have never met, but writing to them and seeing if they can give you some advice and stuff like that. I mean, the whole... You know, the whole parasocial thing with people on the internet being attached to stuff like Twitch personalities or YouTube personalities is a thing, and it can get very dangerous. Good lord, it can get dangerous. But yeah, I don't think you're wrong with that last statement. I do think, especially in this day and age, it is probably some kind of allegory towards the whole internet shtick. But yeah. Like I said, Aleph is very interesting. The whole human thing is still something that surprises me about him. And yeah, we'll see. And yeah, him being in a straitjacket is also very funny. Very funny, but appropriate. He is essentially in an insane asylum. But yeah, there's so many interesting twists about him and stuff like that that do ring out very well, and I'm very, very interested to see, like I said, how this chapter is gonna end and how we're wrapping him. How we're gonna be wrapping him up, even though he's already kind of wrapped up in a straitjacket. But also, thank you for clarifying. It did kind of clarify itself for me as well in the previous episode. The way the last part of the episode was presented, like when we shifted to the cell, essentially, I thought for a moment they were doing like a thing of that they're gonna pull a fast one, and they're gonna say that Barcarola was the entire time in this insane asylum, and we are right now in her cell or some shit like that. But no, that was Olive's Olive's domicile, essentially. But yeah, I am very curious, like we said as well. Well, you said and brought up again how many storms he survived through, but I'm very curious how they're gonna explain the whole thing of him not being reversed by the storm. Maybe the whole prison is kind of like the other places that are immune to the whole thing. I can't remember from the top of my head. Did I even say anything about the prison at the beginning? Maybe I forgot. Maybe they're gonna bring it up literally in today's part. About the prison itself, but I can't remember if they brought up if the prison was supposed to be like a safe area, a safe point. I don't know. He somehow is surviving it. I guess we'll see what the factor of his survival is. But yeah, anyway, Orange Giant, thank you very much for that interesting comment. So, let's see. Stage 16, so that's where we left off, right. I do wonder how many more stages are left in here. Usually, well, outside of I think it was just the first 3 or 4 chapters, because that was the launch of the game. Usually, main story chapters are like in the 20s, right? I do wonder how many this one has. I think the last chapter was, actually, how many was the last chapter? 24. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if you're gonna go that far. But anyway, the boundary of fiction. She does not hesitate. Oh, flashback? Expo. I didn't even get to read. Oh, there it is. 1990. Guadalajara? I'm not sure. International Book Fair. Probably. I hope someone's gonna say the name. People move between bookshelves and corridors, engaged in heated conversation. The air is filled with the mingling of multiple languages.
I'm afraid we can't publish your novel in its current state, Recoleta. We look forward to seeing more refined work from you in the future. Ah, Senor Cruz! What a pleasure to see you here. I'm an editor from the Naranja Dulce publishing house. Could you spare a moment to discuss the copyright for The Bluebird? We're huge fans of your children's literature.
The Bluebird? Okay. That sounds familiar for some reason. The editor leaves, hurrying after another writer, leaving Recoleta standing alone in place. The 17th publisher to reject her today.
Hey, relax, Recoleta. Look at all the books around you. This place is heaven. You can't get down on yourself, not here. There's so many writers and publishers here. It's only natural you'd be turned down 17 times. This is just the beginning.
Man, being turned down 17 times is definitely a hit to your mental image. Phew. The young writer, attempting to forget her 17th rejection, flips through the event guide in her hands.
Now, which section should I visit next? Oh, this brochure might help.
She turns to the last page of the thick handbook, where all the invited authors and their contact details are listed.
Estupendo. An exchange of ideas between writers. Nothing could be more incredible than that. I recall James Joyce was inspired by a letter he received from Henrik Ibsen. So, maybe what I need is to find someone to share my manuscript with. But who?
Ibsen is a name I recognize, okay.
Tadeo Emasums. Aleph. Averroes.
Okay. Lima Apartments. A knock at the door interrupts her daydream.
Oh, it's you, senor. Don't worry. I promise I'll catch up on the rent next month. Although I must say, this apartment's hardly worth the price. The cracks on the walls must date back to the last century.
Make all the excuses you want, Ingrid. If you don't pay the rent soon, you'll either end up in that crumbling colonial building on the corner or on the street, selling oranges at the San Telmo market. By the way, Julia told me you lost your job at the textile factory. You under some kind of can't work in one place for more than 3 months, curse or something, senorita?
That sentence was a mouthful. Holy shit. I think even the voice actor struggled saying that whole sentence.
Oh, you don't even want to know about the terrible things that happened in that factory. All I did was lend the oppressed workers a hand.
Bah, you're just like those college kids, full of hot air. Anyway, I am not here about the rent. Didn't you tell me to watch out for your letters a while back, when you just returned from abroad? Well, here it is. A letter for you.
Jesus Christ. The girl freezes for a moment, then snatches the letter and slams the door shut. Almost buzzing with excitement as she unfolds it.
Dios mío! Someone actually wrote back to me! This is incredible! Oh, thank you so much for bringing it to me, senor!
She's so happy. Also, oh yeah, right, didn't she say earlier in this chapter that she wrote to many people at once in correspondence, but only Aleph was the one who wrote back? I think that was said at the beginning, if I remember correctly. She slits open the long traveling letter.
Dear Miss Recoleta, it's from, let's see, Aleph.
Music. Street Buenos Aires.
Hey, I've been watching you. You're not local, are you? What are you writing?
Oh, it's this is gonna be where she meets the chick from the beginning of the chapter and the guy.
Oh, hola. You're right. I just arrived in Buenos Aires 3 days ago. My trip's been a lot like a Copes tango performance, full of twists and turns, but nothing much worth telling, really. I'm actually writing a reply to my pen pal. Long story short, I sent him a manuscript of my novel, and to my surprise, he actually wrote back. Amazing, isn't it? In our recent letters, we've been discussing how my novel lacks a key character to drive the story toward a decisive ending.
I have to imagine this is her meeting this chick for the first time, but she is talking it open up to her like they're good old friends. Can you imagine meeting someone on the street, just saying hi to them, and they suddenly like expose their entire story to you? There are people like that.
So we've been debating whether to introduce a new ghost to act as a turning point for the story. Oh, so then you're a writer? Hey, Pancho, come over here. I found an actual real-life writer.
What's the big deal? I wrote plenty of poems in middle school.
Oh, so you're a poet. I have a feeling we're about to embark on an incredible adventure together. Are you interested in joining the visceral realism movement?
And so it begins.
This what? I've never heard of it, but it sounds like fun. Fabuloso! We have no time to waste. Once I finish this letter, you two must join me on a journey to Ushuaia.
Ushuaia? The end of the world? Why the heck would we go to that icebox?
Oh, don't be such a downer, Pancho. Just think of the fun we'll have, the breathtaking scenery we'll see, and the incredible stories we'll hear.
Why is my brain coded this way? The only thing I can think right now is that they missed a point of maybe introducing two guys and the other guy being called Sancho. Why? Why am I thinking of Sancho and Pancho? Anyway.
Ay, Maria. I'll deal with the cold if you really want to go so badly.
By the way, could you tell us about your novel? Of course. I'll tell you all about it on the way. Now where to begin? Alright, let's start with the cottage with the blue roof and Amalfitano.
And so it begins. Oh, back to present time.
It's been 6 months since we first exchanged letters. Since then, I've been traveling. First from Chile to Mexico, then from Mexico to Argentina. And I've never stopped writing. I'm not really sure what the purpose of my novel is. I just keep writing and writing. I can't stop. What power does literature hold? What responsibilities? Perhaps only by continuing to write will I understand one day.
Recoleta flips through her notebook, every turn of the page containing a different colored letter. After the long journey, these pages of letters form a faded riddle, their handwriting long since blurred.
Aleph, you're right. I do want an ending to my novel, but not like this.
You really have no idea, do you, Recoleta?
Her only reader realizes she has still not grasped what is happening, forcing him to reveal a truth he has long concealed.
The rise and fall of sanity is your story.
What do you mean?
You are a ghost, wandering this forsaken land, still striving to create a miracle.
Uh-huh?
You are a wandering poet, born in Amalfitano, the foolishly brave protagonist of the story, and the embodiment of the author herself. A reflection, yes. The author, no. You are simply a figment of her imagination, a manifestation of her dream to wander.
Okay. Aha. Go on.
Have you not realized it? The literary pursuits and romantic adventures you described, they are merely faded memories from 1975. The poets who joined the visceral realism movement with you left Latin America long ago.
Faded memories.
As for the novel, it's yours now. A story you're writing. A story about yourself. Your departure has turned Amalfitano into a ghost town. The characters have lost their connection to you. They're gradually fading away.
Uh-huh. Okay.
If the novel is destroyed, you too will cease to exist.
Uh-huh. I'm just waiting to see if there's a punchline here, but I guess there isn't. Okay. Okay.
Wait. This is... Miss Recoleta? Is what he said true? I know you never lie, pen pal. In your first letter, you told me that a character's role in fate must be determined from the outset and consistently adhered to throughout the story. Reading the perspective and insights of a walking encyclopedia, having such a person be willing to share their thoughts at all was an exhilarating experience. I had never imagined my novel could develop in this way. Words could hardly describe how I felt in that moment. No one but you has ever understood the story of that town, let alone offered any revisions.
Okay. I'm still processing stuff, by the way, right now. So what even is she then? Just a ghost that came to life? Fiction that became a reality? Interesting concept. Actually, I'm gonna have to see where they, because I very rarely go in there to check stuff, and I literally mentioned that earlier. I'm gonna have to go into the role atlas after this cutscene is done. I wanna see where they placed her.
Following your advice, I added the bank clerk, the dune pescator, the blind weaver, and the murdered donkey driver. Amalfitano was no longer an empty town with a single blue-roofed cottage. The new ghostly residents had begun to fill the skies over it. The story was finally reaching completion. I could feel that the ending was within reach. I became increasingly eager to meet my pen pal. I couldn't get the thought out of my mind. I wasn't sure what I would say to this Aleph. A simple thank you, perhaps, or maybe a discussion about the future of Amalfitano with its sole reader. Or maybe I'm no different from everyone else. Led up the garden path by fate. But even if I am a ghost, as you say, an incarnation of someone else, a fictional being, so what?
Good answer.
My resolve will not waver, even if my existence is bound to fade away.
Good answer.
Because this isn't what literature is supposed to be. You once told me there isn't an ounce of reality in fiction, only voids and glorified lies. Let me tell you this. Whether real or fictional, corporeal or intangible, I have accepted my existence. Now, let's put a stop to this, Aleph.
Damn. Damn, okay. Oh?
The inmates aren't characters in my novel. They're people trapped in a prison. Just as you are.
Oh, is she gonna rip it? Oh.
Simulating my story here. You have made me into some kind of god. A guilty, false creator. A dictator of fate. I never wanted any of this.
Okay. Okay, so what happens now? You're, Oh, Amalfitano? The doorside beggar? The murdered donkey driver? And the dune piscator? Okay, wait. Okay, the beggar. A ghost from the pages of a book. Elusive, fictional, intangible. Waiting beneath the blue eaves, a critic of predetermined thought. The murdered donkey driver. A ghost from the pages of a book. Elusive, okay, same thing. Waiting beneath the blue eaves, a victim of a murder. Dune Piscator, waiting beneath the blue eaves, a pessimist who welcomes the truth. Okay, and what are your things? Call? Invite? Under the whale? The donkey driver? Is it the same thing? Yep. What about the beggar? Hug? Touch? Especially with the knife icons. In Nightmare. Okay. Sure, I'm just gonna leave it like this.
I have all the essentials for writing poetry. You, me, and our opponent.
¡Lo veo! ¡La frecuencia perfecta! ¡La admirable aleatoriedad del destino!
I see the perfect frequency, the admirable randomness of fate.
Creo que lo he encontrado. La fuente del dado de Babilonia.
I think I found it, the source of the die of Babylon. Who is saying that? Someone from the book?
Las deudas de los muertos, esas facturas, todas han sido hechas cenizas.
Oh yeah, that has to be them. The depths of the dead, those bills, they've all been torn to shreds.
Ya no estoy atrapado.
I'm not trapped anymore. Okay.
Desde el día en que perdí la vista, nunca imaginé que la rueda giratoria volviera a girar.
Wow, yeah, it is the characters from her novel. Since the day I lost my sight, I never imagined the spinning wheel would turn again. Okay. Okay. Okay, stuff.
Certainly a choice.
Stuff is going down. I kinda don't want to put you in your channel state. You're gonna just one-shot every single ghost right now. Actually, you're gonna trigger Zemel, so sure, go with that. Okay.
Agreed. A little surprise.
Holy never mind.
Give everyone a ride on my back.
I think I can
Never
handle it this time.
mind. Zemel was like, I have no time for this. Holy shit. I hope there was no extra text on that whole thing. Shattered words and ghostly illusions roar forth, breaking free from the story's structure and the gaps between its lines, filled with regret and obsession. Torn letters and book pages flutter in the air like snow in a crystal globe on a winter night. Everything is quiet.
Huh? Miss Recoleta has vanished. Did she really cease to exist like Aleph said?
Recoleta.
Oh, that's a sad Vertin. Okay. And that's how the cutscene ends. Okay, I really need to check the role atlas because I'm very curious right now where the shit did they put her in. And then we're gonna continue with this thing here. Oh, okay, she is categorized in the Arcanist category. Okay. I was just waiting for, am I gonna see something crazy when I go through these? Okay, she is in the Arcanist category. Right now, no. Okay, now I really want to see how the story's gonna end. Let's go back. Book Fair Guide. What is this? A great marketplace of ideas and knowledge. B section works guide. Number 1, The Bluebird, Watson Crew's Children's Literature. Editor's Review. A children's book, but not just for children. Viewing the world from a different perspective reveals an entirely new reality. Number 2, Fox Beneath the Sky. Tadeo's Social Literature. Editor's Review, a classic intellectual autobiography offering profound reflections on the nature of time. Okay, purely because Bluebird for some reason sounded like a real book. I'm presuming these are once again real books. Actually, I'm gonna check in a moment, but let's finish this first. Number 3, Blood Monster. Averos? Horror fiction. Editor's Review, undoubtedly the finest novel about vampiric creatures this century. A 300-year tale of immortality, jealousy, and humanity. Attending author's contact information. That's how she got to them. Tadeo, Emma Zunz, Aleph, Averos. Okay, that's how she found them. So what were the titles? Are these real books? Okay, well, there's a Bluebird book series from the 1920s and 10s and 20s, but don't think it has anything to do. I think the authors here are all fake, unless I'm wrong. I can't really find anything on this outside of mentions of the game itself. But yeah, I think all of these are just they're probably references to stuff, to similar stuff, but I think most of these are, or probably all of them are, just fake. Okay, anyway. Let's see. Ghosts of the Past. Okay, I see our jailer. There's Vertin. There's Recoleta. And I guess she's gonna be facing her past. Beneath the earth, those who were never granted marble nor memorials call out her name. We're back to this. On an unknown night, the wind... Oh god. Okay, auto-scroll. Thank you. Yeah, I cannot... I can read that fast if I'm not, if I'm not, you know, reading out loud. Anyway, on an unknown night, the wind carries the cold desolation of the desert. In a cottage with a blue roof, a girl dreams of a circular prison. Then she wakes. Ooh.
Qué sueño más extraño.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, this is this is a neat effect. Alright. What a bizarre dream.
El sabor de la realidad, tan amargo y triste.
The taste of reality, so bitter and sad.
Pero lleno de pensamiento dialéctico. Tal vez la gente del panóptico reflejaba mis pensamientos internos.
But full of dialectical thinking. Maybe the people of the panopticon were reflecting my inner thoughts? She looks around, surveying the cobwebbed corners where stacks of manuscripts had piled up to the ceiling and over empty ink bottles, collecting dust.
Entonces realmente soy un personaje en la novela.
So I really am a character in the novel.
La misteriosa cabaña con el techo azul fue mi hogar todo el tiempo. Entonces, los rumores que los fantasmas propagaron eran realmente eso. Rumores.
Rumores. The mysterious cottage with the blue roof was my home all along. Then the rumors the ghosts spread were indeed just that. Rumors. Bobs! The young writer steps out of her home and into the streets of the familiar yet foreign desert town. Countless nameless characters and ghosts arrive upon hearing the news, filling the roads and skies.
Bienvenida de nuevo a Amalfitano, querida escritora.
Welcome back to Amalfitano, dear writer.
Gracias, querido ícono del capitalismo. Pero, ¿no desgarré esta novela en pedazos?
Thank you, dear icon of capitalism. What just happened? Where did the filter go? I'm sorry. What just happened? Thank you, dear icon of capitalism, but didn't I tear this novel to pieces? I don't think the filter should be gone right now, but maybe I'm wrong? A woman wearing a peculiar hat steps forward.
Verás, Amalfitano es una dimensión más allá de la vida y la muerte.
You see, Amalfitano is a dimension beyond life and death.
Este pueblo es un reflejo de tus pensamientos internos. Es incorpóreo. No puedes desgarrar algo incorpóreo en pedazos.
This town is a reflection of your inner thoughts. It's incorporeal. Corporeal. You cannot tear something incorporeal into pieces.
La literatura es infinita y atemporal, como un río que fluye a través de la vida y la muerte.
Literature is endless and timeless, like a river flowing across life and death.
No me extraña que seas mi personaje favorito. Nunca dejas de iluminarme.
Being biased to your characters right in front of their face. Anyway, no wonder you're my favorite character. You never cease to enlighten me.
Desafortunadamente, la literatura es una vocación peligrosa e inútil. Nadie entiende realmente, ni siquiera recuerda tu trabajo.
The beggar, huh? Unfortunately, literature is a dangerous and futile calling. Nobody truly understands or even remembers your work.
¿Recuerdas el dicho? Los únicos verdaderamente muertos son aquellos que han sido olvidados.
Do you remember the saying? The only truly dead are those who have been forgotten.
Recoleta, desaparecerás para siempre si dejas a Amalfitano otra vez. Será como si nunca hubieras existido.
Recoleta, you'll disappear for good if you leave Amalfitano again. It'll be like you never existed.
Siempre he admirado tu pensamiento crítico, señor. Encaja perfectamente con tu rol.
I've always admired your critical thinking, sir. It fits your role perfectly. Rough hands grasp the writer's palm, feeling at the lines etched into her skin.
Todo estará bien, Recoleta.
Oh, the blind weaver. Everything will be all right, Recoleta.
Lo que sea que haya pasado, ahora has regresado. Eso es lo que importa.
Whatever happened, you've returned now. That's what matters.
El dado de Babilonia rodará de nuevo. Y cada uno de nosotros obtendrá nuestros finales.
The die of Babylon will roll again, and each of us will get our endings. The crowd erupts in cheers.
Así es. Resuelve el asesinato en el bar y pon mi alma en paz.
The donkey driver. That's right. Solve the murder at the bar and put my soul at rest.
Libera el pueblo de la locura infligida por el antiguo espíritu.
The dude Piscator. Free the village from the madness inflicted by the ancient spirit.
Arregla la aleatoriedad del dado de Babilonia y aplana la frecuencia catastrófica.
Fix the randomness of the Babylon, flatten the calamitous frequency. Right, roll the die one last time, Recoleta. The young writer takes a step forward. Everyone, the living and the ghosts, watches expectantly.
Entonces, el final que he estado buscando
Oh, hi.
es el que el otro yo no pudo darme. El yo que se lanzó de cabeza a la lucha contra un poder invencible. El yo que finalmente dejó
Okay,
sentir.
yeah.
Después de todo este tiempo, finalmente he encontrado mi final.
She grasps the gleaming die of Babylon. Okay, quickly, what was that? So the So the ending I've been searching for is the one the other me was unable to give me. The me that plunged headfirst into the struggle against an undefeatable power. The me who ultimately left this land. After all this time, I finally found my ending. Oh boy. Oh, the filter is back. Okay.
Un lanzamiento más y todo habrá terminado.
Just one more roll and it will all be over.
Mi historia, mi pueblo, todo finalmente llegará a su fin.
My story, my town, everything will finally come to an end.
Pero el sueño sobre el panóptico también terminará, ¿verdad?
But the dream about the panopticon, it'll end as well, won't it? She stops.
Oh, cariño. Es solo un sueño.
Oh, sweetheart, it's just a dream.
Ah, no me digas que estás abandonando tu búsqueda de toda la vida por un miserable sueño.
Don't tell me you're abandoning your lifelong pursuit for a measly dream.
Este sueño es cruel. Nadie entiende esta gran novela ahí ni este pueblo asombroso.
The dream is cruel. No one understands this great novel. No one understands this great novel there or this amazing town.
Pero aquí eres una verdadera escritora. Este es tu hogar, Recoleta.
But here you are a true writer. This is your home, Recoleta.
Pero ya extraño a mis amigos en ese sueño. Existe, así como este lugar existe.
But I already miss my friends in that dream. It exists, just like this place does.
Pero nosotros también somos tus amigos, Recoleta.
But we're your friends too, Recoleta.
Podrías desaparecer si dejas a Malfitano. ¿Estás segura de que quieres irte?
You might disappear forever if you leave, Amalfitano. Are you sure you want to leave? The young writer puts down the die in her hand. The die that signifies the end of everything vanishes into the sandy wind.
¿Sabéis cómo soy, queridos amigos? He pasado mi vida emprendiendo aventuras tontas y no recompensadas.
You know what I'm like, my dear friends. I've spent my life embarking on foolish, unrewarded adventures.
Así soy yo, ¿verdad?
That's just who I am, isn't it?
Amalfitano es, en efecto, un lugar ideal. Un lugar para vagar, para un viaje corto y para perderse un rato.
Amalfitano is indeed an ideal place. A place for wandering for a short trip and for losing oneself for a while.
Y tiene ustedes, mis amigos ficticios, a quienes quiero tanto.
And it has you, my fictional friends, who I love so dearly.
Pero debo regresar a mi sueño y ver a mis amigos ahí. Ellos son igual de importantes para mí.
Oh. But I must return to my dream and see my friends there. They're just as important to me. As they hear her words, the ghosts of the town smile with relief.
Sí, tienes razón, Recoleta.
Yes, you're right, Recoleta.
No se puede negar que eres un alma noble y apasionada. Cada uno de nosotros lo sabe.
There's no denying that you're a noble and passionate soul. Every one of us knows it.
También eres nuestra querida amiga. ¿Por qué te detendremos de hacer lo que realmente deseas?
You're our dear friend too. Why would we stop you from doing what you truly want? Everyone makes way for her as a path into a boundless void unfolds.
Te deseamos lo mejor, Recoleta.
We wish you the very best, Recoleta.
Buenas noches, querida. Que tu sueño sea dulce esta vez.
Aww. Okay, this is starting to make me emotional right now. Oh, alright. Good night, my dear. May your dream be a sweet one this time.
Gracias a todos, mis amigos. Nunca los olvidaré.
Thank you, all my friends. I'll never forget you. The girl wipes the tears from her eyes and steps into the looming darkness. All is silent as she enters the barren land. There is only the faint sound of footsteps echoing against the vast and empty darkness.
I've read your work, Señorita Recoleta. To be frank, it lacks both depth and breadth. This town of yours is still far from reflecting the complexity of society, and the narrative lacks a discerning perspective. It still needs some work if you want it to truly resonate with our audience.
Alright.
Just go for it, Señorita. You're at a perfect age to explore, experience, and learn.
Time wheels, and at last the girl feels her existence again within the void. She reclaims her voice.
What's happening to me?
1,000, or perhaps countless, faces emerge before her again.
Ah, of course. The rise and fall of sanity is my story.
This is interesting imagery, different letters. Alright.
So, even though the novel's been destroyed, the story, and myself along with it, lives on in the minds of those who read it. Thank you for your feedback, editor. Even here in this great expanse of darkness, I can still hear your words. You have my gratitude. Thank you for reading my novel, even if you didn't understand it, and likely never will.
This really is in a way playing into the whole collective subconscious thing. Because the story and the characters are rooted in someone's memory. They're kind of preserved in another place, still existing, even if no one is interacting with the story anymore, keeping them alive, in a sense. She navigates a labyrinth of words and an endless expanse of mirrored waters. The darkness surging toward her like a rush of waves on a dark night, making her presence feel heavier.
Honestly, I find your story totally fascinating, but I'm still struggling to understand the connections between all these nameless characters. Couldn't you make it clearer? Like a movie?
Typical. Trust a writer to try to be all obscure and mysterious.
Maria, Pancho, you guys are the best traveling pals I've ever had. Our paths may diverge in the future, but the joyful memories of our journey across grasslands, snowfields, and deserts together will remain forever.
It's been great coming along with you. You're totally one of a kind. We'll be waiting for you at my aunt's vineyard. A little sun after a hard day's work will do you good.
The passionate companions wave to her, never looking back as they continue forward. The girl's steps are no longer weightless. With every step she takes, they feel heavier and more real. She lingers inside the infinite mask in the mirror, the boundless universe filling her with both confusion and illusion.
There is ambition in her writing. It's passionate and poetic, fractured and chaotic. But when viewed as a whole, her work feels like little more than a superficial illusion. It lacks the depth to truly touch the soul.
Hi there, idealist.
I will refrain from offering further comments until she stops romanticizing her childish adventures. To put it bluntly, her phraseology feels overly deliberate to the point of distortion. Her verbiage is like a collection of vague sentiment bubbles.
Okay, you too. Oh. Ooh.
I see, Aleph. Then this is how you really feel about my novel?
1,000 readers will interpret a story 1,000 different ways.
Oh, slowly fading into reality.
The text itself is dead, and it is the reader who gives it life. The truth cannot be fully conveyed through words alone. That said, I think The Rise and Fall of Sanity is a good story.
Within this paradise that harbors the boundless histories and mysteries. Okay,
So the
gonna have to read it later.
Is a library of sorts, just like I always imagined. Or is this just another reflection of my inner thoughts? I like it here. It's nice being surrounded by literature.
And broken floating glass.
It's time to go back. Back to reality.
This is a very pretty melody. Very fitting for this whole scene. And are we back?
You're right about literature, Dorside Beggar. It is a dangerous and futile calling, but I still believe in it.
The investigators from the Foundation brief us off, relieved together. Recoletta's reappearance is as sudden as her disappearance. Sonetto hasn't even had time to wipe the tears from the corners of her eyes. Oh, Sonetto, no! Oh.
Recoletta, you're back! I'm so glad to see you're safe. And I'm so glad to see you two worried sick about me. Thanks, mis mejores amigas Sonetto y Vertin. See, Aleph? I still exist.
Amalfitano is gone. It's all over. You're simply a wandering ghost now, never to return home again. You may still exist, but Amalfitano will never get its ending. You've nullified its existence, rendering all of this meaningless. I'm sorry I couldn't answer your question. I've failed once again.
Man, he was very invested in this whole thing. That's a sound. His die falls to the ground, once used to construct a beautiful dream. Now whatever magic it held has dissipated.
Amalfitano and the Panopticon were two parts of a whole. With Amalfitano gone, Komala no longer has any reason to exist.
I'm sorry, Aleph. You, who know all the mysteries of the world, who seek answers to every question, have lost yourself in the process. You can answer everyone else's questions, but never your own.
That is... Yeah, that fits.
Who's the person behind that mask? Is he real? Does he still exist?
Olive just removes the mask, and below the mask is just handsome Squidward. I'm sorry if I put that image into your hands now as well.
Who am I?
Mm-hmm. The weighty ending of the story leaves the prisoner still trapped in a blurred illusion, exhausted. Kamala Prison groans like an aging water wheel struggling under its own weight, distorting, fading, and collapsing into the currents of his mind.
Stay vigilant, everyone. This is just like when the idealist and the physician had their meltdown.
Yep, just now it's gonna be in the entire prison.
Only this time, it seems even worse.
Mm-hmm.
I think Aleph is trying to tear down the Panopticon.
Beyond the crumbling walls, a shivering figure is faintly visible. He grips a gun tightly. The black barrel, shaking in his hands, is aimed at the people in the room. Okay. Who? Garcia?
Freeze! Stay where you are.
Yep.
All of you.
Yep. Garcia. Huh, interesting. Also, who or what is gonna be the final boss of of this chapter? Didn't we kind of have a big boss battle already with Aleph? That was kind of the traditional boss battle, a giant at least two-phase boss. What the shit is gonna be the ending of this thing? Who are we fighting? Considering Garcia is here, is the last thing gonna be Garcia? Or something like that? Anyway, conch time.
Take a deep breath, soldier. The smoke's cleared now. This story, this battle, will soon come to an end.
Yes, sir! Armed with literature, huh?
A writer has departed from her domain, leaving her creation scattered behind her, like blood-soaked bandages and fragmented skulls in the trenches. What a garbled mess.
I don't understand it at all. I think I understand. Okay, I want to see his response for both of these. So I'm gonna reset this after the choice. Let's go with I don't understand it at all.
Glad we're on the same page. Thank heavens my commander wasn't some kind of literature. Else I'd have been blown to bits before I could decipher their poetic orders.
You've developed a sense of humor.
Well, it's all thanks to a certain writer, the embodiment of the wandering poet and traveler from Santiago to Buenos Aires. She impressed me with her precious experience as a cafe dishwasher and campground caretaker.
Okay.
What really rekindled my sense of humor was her seriousness about her literary pursuits. You'd understand what I mean if you'd ever heard a cheesy joke at a comrade's graveside.
Okay, let's see if this is gonna be the same thing when I reset it. Okay, I think I understand.
How wonderful for you. You know what? You should be the leader of the literature encryption communication team. Just arm yourself with a dictionary, and even enemies with 45 Maxim machine guns won't stand a chance against you.
Oh, I like the sarcasm and the snark in this one.
Because the poetry you recite will surely blow their minds before their bullets pierce yours.
Okay, and then it's gonna continue with you've developed a sense of humor.
Well, it's all what really rekindled my sense of humor, drawing strength from her wanderings and rebellious exploits. She attempted to change society, wielding the sword of literature as a revolutionary intellectual and a leader of thought. Some would hail her as a battle angel of Latin America, with words as piercing as bullets and poems as powerful as tactical bombers.
Jesus. Okay, a second choice here. I doubt literature has such a profound impact. I believe in the power of literature. I want to go with the second one. I just want to see what he responds with when you go with the first one. I doubt.
Many share your doubt, myself included. Here, come closer. Let me tell you a secret.
Okay, let's see if this is gonna come up again when I reset the thing. Alright, I believe in the power of literature.
You stand firm in your beliefs, huh? Well, maybe that's a good thing. A commander has to trust their soldiers, or they'll be forced to surrender before long. Here, come closer. Let me tell you a secret.
Okay, it's the same thing now. Alright.
Many, if not all, people foolishly think it's the executioner who drops the guillotine blade, the powder that fires the bullet. While they're half right, they're substantially inaccurate. Craters on the battlefield aren't the result of bombs, but a clashing of ideologies. A trigger pulled long before the powder ever ignited in the barrel.
Very poetic way to approach that subject, yeah.
As for literature, well, it's probably best not to buy too much into the Latin American boom. Forget about the status report from earlier. That said, at least there's one thing that's certain. Books can bite back, and they'll leave scars.
Well said. Okay, that was an interesting one. Again, thanks for reminding me that you can reset these conversations and see the different outcomes. makes for some interesting repeats of the same thing. Anyhow, In Praise of Folly. Okay, we're back in prison, back in the tower. Why does this look like it's on on fire right now? Oh boy. Anything else? Oh yeah, the prison looks like it's on fire. Well, that is great. In Praise of Folly, a tiny boat adrift upon a sea of ideals, convinced it has hoisted its sail. A prisoner steps out from behind the wall, a weapon held in his shaking hand.
I was just setting up my exhibit when everything started shaking. Then I realized it wasn't just my imagination. So I followed the cracks in the wall and found my way here. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but something's happening to the panopticon, isn't it?
Yep. His panicked hands shift the gun toward Olive, who has collapsed on his side.
Are you the physician? Or is it Olive? Whoever you are, please restore the panopticon to the way it was. I'm begging you. You can do that, right?
No response. The mind that once created infinity now watches as it folds back into nothing before him.
Why? Why aren't you doing anything, damn it? Why is this happening?
Wait, this is hitting me right now. The mind that once created infinity. Right. Okay.
Oh, the die. If you won't help me, then I'll do it myself.
The prisoner, in desperation, lunges forward.
Calm down, Garcia.
Oh. Okay. Fighting Garcia. Garcia, other self. A prisoner of Comala Prison, a member of the Poetry Society. The artistic curator of the prison, a pursuer of irrational fantasies, and the embodiment of the writer's self. Oh, wait. What's your one and only skill? Other me. Self-buff. What the shit? Attack plus 10,000% defense and mental defense? What? Okay. Calm down. Oh, no text. I was expecting him to say something. Okay. I am not sure how this is gonna go right now, but let's see. Is he gonna die before he can even cast a buff?
Don't worry.
No, that was no damage.
Any little injuries.
That was 0 damage. There's some gimmick, huh? Okay, is that the self buff? Yeah, it is. Healing taken or reduced by 50% unstackable at the end of the round takes the holder's attack times 4% Genesis damage, stackable up to 30 times. Multiple stacks of burn is regarded as one negative status. Removes 50% of the stacks when triggered. Okay, keep going, I guess. Keep going?
It is heat slated, no?
I will remember your names.
Okay, that actually...
Was it able to take care of everyone?
That actually hit. I'm actually shocked. I thought I'm gonna have to whittle him down with something else.
Timekeeper, he's...
Garcia, weakened by his long confinement, is easily knocked to the ground, unable to withstand even the lightest touch of arcane skill. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, makes sense why he went so down. Why he immediately went down after casting one single spell.
Why? Why is this happening to me? I was so close to completing the exhibition.
Can't you see, Garcia? There is no one controlling this place now. You're free. It isn't the die that's trapped you, nor is it the walls of this prison.
Yeah, but I think they're... Poetically speaking, I guess they're entrapped by their own imagination in this place.
It's the rules, and that overpowering gaze from the central tower. But now that's all gone. You can go outside. You can set up your exhibit anywhere you want. No need to stay stuck in this.
Looking back on all that he has lost, the artist cuts her off.
No, Señorita Recoleta. You've seen the world out there. You know as well as I that there's nowhere else I can go but here. This is the only place in the world where I can hold my exhibit. And you've ruined it. You've ruined everything.
Yeah, despite this thing being a prison, this was their own happy place.
This room's about to collapse. We've got to leave. Mr. Garcia, do you need a hand?
I can take care of myself, thank you. I'll go a different way. I have to go back and finish setting up my exhibit.
The prisoners are gonna all choose to stay in here, and as this thing collapses, they're probably all gonna die in this place, aren't they? He drags himself forward with trudging steps, retracing his path to leave.
Vertin, what about Aleph? We can't just leave him here.
Of course not. We still have questions he needs to answer. Sonetto, help me get him up. Let's get out of here.
Yes, Timekeeper.
The dejected prisoner looks at Sonetto with confusion.
Your words are always at odds with your thoughts. You carry an ocean of questions, yet never reveal even a single drop of them. Yeah, that is definitely Sonetto in a nutshell. She always restrains herself whenever she wants to say or ask about something. Always abiding by the rules. Why have you never shared your doubts? Why do you stay silent in the face of everything and everyone around you?
Okay, Aleph. Okay. Yeah, he can tell.
I believe in my duty.
Yeah, believing in your duty is fine, but it doesn't mean you cannot have doubts about stuff or ask questions. The prisoner shifts his gaze to the other Foundation investigator.
As for you, paracausality researcher, you're different from any other seeker of answers. Even on a desperate, near-hopeless journey, your heart holds little doubt.
Yeah. Honestly, you know what? Now that I think about it, I would not even be surprised if if Aleph would literally right now in the next sentence or the next couple of sentences break the fourth wall and address the player. That would be funny as hell.
Perhaps not every question needs an answer, Mr. Aleph.
Is that so?
The prisoner, so used to answering others' questions, seems to have run into one of his own. But unfortunately, no one is here to answer it. Interesting. Very interesting. This chapter is something else. Another conch, huh? Okay.
Look. It's sinking. Corpses float on the planks, and the fleeing prisoners are swimming toward the shore. Time to abandon ship.
This one is called Ship of Fools. What ship?
One that was exiled to a desolate corner of the ocean by the resplendent civilized world. It's both a prison and a sanitarium. Are any of your friends aboard? If so, you might find the following report a little offensive.
Also, not to pause here for too long. If the sanatorium is their ship, no wonder it's sinking. Vertin is here. Anyway.
Dregs of society. Human scum. These are the terms used to describe its eccentric passengers. To be fair, they do lack discipline and independence. But that may well be a response to the heavy pain they've endured. Some theorists suggest that they're innocent victims, trapped in the confines between rationality and irrationality, defined and redefined by historians as they please. But let's ditch the theories and simplify things. The moment the shackle called madness was fastened around their necks, whether they were truly mentally ill or not, their lives were forever scarred. And now, the mad passengers are storming the shore.
Okay. A favorable outcome, they're spreading their disease. I want to go with a favorable outcome, but I also want to see what he says about their spreading their disease.
But one can gain immunity through controlled infection. The disease can become its own vaccine.
Yeah?
Just be aware of the ignorant commander who defies a wandering lunatic in pursuit of a little knowledge.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's dig deeper. Scavenge through the messy battlefield for dog tags. Were these people born mad?
Okay, I think this is where it's gonna continue normally. Let me see the other answer. A favorable outcome.
I suppose it is. You can see the joy in their faces, even in the footprints they leave behind as they hop across the beach. Yes, freedom is favorable indeed. The freedom to squander our lives, to trample on the dignity of others, the freedom to embrace absurdity and meaninglessness. Let's dig deeper. Scavenge through the messy battlefield for dog tags. Were these people born mad? After watching the inhabitants of this earth tear each other apart in one war after another, I've concluded this. Only knowledge drives people to madness. Ignorance does not.
You want an introduction to the Eldritch? And see how vast amounts of knowledge and other stuff can drive you absolutely insane?
Madness is a side effect of the sedative that is knowledge. As long as those on land continue to consume it, This ship will never be short on recruits. This is a war between madness and civilization. Both sides have leveled accusations, spilled blood, and pummeled each other. And soon, everyone will have leapt into the trenches and been beaten to a bloody pulp. Only a few can escape this fate.
Like who?
Check your 6.
Uh-huh.
The one leaning against the sunken ship, showing no signs of struggle or sorrow. Garcia. The seawater has flooded his windpipe and reddened his eyes. Yet there he is, staring blankly at the shore. He's in his home base. He holds no hope for forgiveness from his enemies. Not in the slightest. He's a one-man army, fighting only for himself. Alone. Now, do a 360 and look again. He's been utterly defeated.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Nice image there. The Ship of Fools. Okay. That was an interesting conch. Yeah. Aspects of madness. Oh yeah, I think these cracking lines are also new to the whole prison. I don't think those were there before. Unless I'm completely forgetting. Okay, let's see. Aspects of madness. Dreams are the first and last dance partner of madness.
Dear Erd.
Oh, we're back to this.
Why are you so interested in the Panopticon of Kamala? Dear Mr. Aleph. Whether as a doctor or a writer, I simply cannot turn a blind eye to the friction around me.
Especially the discord and injustice I have witnessed here in Kamala. So, I would ask of you a question. Is there any way to resolve the endless conflicts in this place?
Uh-huh, okay.
To put an end to this,
a
true ending is required. Your arrival has made it possible for this simulation to have an ending, or rather, a victory.
What do you mean by victory? I'd appreciate it if you could clarify in simple terms. If this victory comes at the cost of any inmate's life, I'm afraid I cannot accept it. I also have another question for you. If I leave, will the stories and conflicts here come to an end?
Miss Grace of Manus Vindicte will grant you passage. But in any case, the cycle of history will continue to repeat itself in this prison, and in the entire world. The sins of humankind will not cease until veins turn to wires, flesh and bone to geometric shapes, and the world around us twists in the colors of an oil painting.
Yeah, he's describing a couple of the storms we have witnessed. Uh-huh.
I must say, your words have left me rather baffled. Fragments of the events you describe often appear in my dreams. Could it be that these things really happened?
Interesting. Interesting. Fragments of the words those words appear in our dreams. So the different storms and everything. Uh-huh.
If that's the case, why can't I recall the details? Why am I left with only disconnected pieces? The madness in Kamala. These bizarre dreams. I must put an end to them. What have I forgotten? Has someone or something altered my memory? I can't shake the feeling that something crucial to me has been lost in the river of time. Some kind of duty, perhaps.
Well, if it really turns out that you're the actual fate spinner, and that every time you get hit by the storm is somehow somehow keeping you around, but somehow making different copies of yourself. That'll be very interesting. But anyway, I mean, that would explain the memory loss, right? If every time she gets washed away by the storm, she remains, but a portion of her gets taken and remade into another version of herself, pretty much diluting her own being of existence into multiple versions of herself, all one but still separate beings.
What should I do? How can I recapture what I have lost?
Find the other copies of yourself and hug them very tightly.
I won't answer a question that already has an answer. One given to you by the person who escorted you here and made you a promise. You're so close to the place where the truth lies. Think carefully. Why are you here?
Okay. This is definitely going places.
These letters we found have answered a great deal. But there's still something that isn't clear. Mr. Aleph, what exactly did the Manus promise Dr. Doras?
An era. A chance for her to remember her duty.
Okay.
An era? You helped her leave the Panopticon in the end. Where did she go?
Momentarily roused from his dream, the prisoner looks blankly for a moment before his gaze drifts back toward the distant illusion.
Southward.
Yeah, Antarctica, yeah.
There, on the No Man's continent, Manus Vindicte is preparing to recreate the parable of the past and future.
Oh god.
A glorious past and a glimmering future belonging to Arcanists.
Oh god.
Dr. Doras is deeply connected to this particular parable.
Uh-huh.
What exactly are the Manus planning to do in Antarctica? And why would Dr. Doras go there voluntarily?
The information revealed stirs unease in the hearts of the investigators from the Foundation.
Mr. Aleph, when did Dr. Doras depart?
Hey, we were finally answering this question. This was on my mind since the freaking... since I was reading through the chapters with Doris in this thing. Like, what the shit? How long was she in here? Because, the way the story was presented for Doris, it seemed like she was here for days on end, not just, like... What was it again at the beginning of the chapter where Recoleta said, like, 3 days ago or something like that?
It was a day when both the clouds and sun were visible.
A day when both the clouds and sun were visible. Could you be more specific?
Specific? You mean the time of day?
The date. His mind long ago lost any sense of time, a necessary exchange to make room for an infinite cosmos of birds. He once again finds himself without an answer.
When both clouds and the sun were visible. Hey, Vertin, I think I know.
Thank you. Please
It
tell.
was 3 days ago. Then Dr. Doris wasn't going to Comala on the day I met her. She was leaving. She was headed to Antarctica.
Okay. That makes more sense. So she wasn't even here for the past 3 days. She literally left on that day when Recoleta ran into her. So why was she asking... Maybe just to affirm the direction she came from?
It was cloudy that afternoon, with a brief spell of sunshine, just like Aleph described.
Then it hasn't been long since she left. Excellent news.
3 days. If we set off immediately, we might still catch up to her. But, based on the intel we gathered in Ushuaia, Manus Vindicte bombed the entire port 3 days ago. Clearly, they wanted to prevent any interference from the Foundation. It's unlikely we'll find any functioning ships there. I'll report the situation to the Buenos Aires branch. Timekeeper, I'm afraid we'll have to find another way to get there.
Just grab a flight with Ilya.
I have a boat.
Or that. A small boat gifted by Manus Vindicte. Ah. Well, this is gonna come back to bite them in the ass now. Very ironic. During the past several storms, he has taken this boat traveling to Antarctica at Manus Vindicta's invitation to evade the reversion. Hey! Hey! That's what I wanted to know! Thank you! Thank you. Okay, wow. Okay, so there's a safe spot in Antarctica to evade the storm, huh? Cool. Makes sense.
Could you lend it to us? The situation's urgent, Mr. Aleph.
Alright, I'm happy I got my answers. Secret Dock Ushuaia. Oh god, this boat is gonna sink. Vertin is going on another boat ride! Oh boy! Hope you have insurancy! Beneath a decrepit lighthouse, a battered little boat bobs in sync with the waves. It is small and fragile, not the kind that seems capable of braving an icy sea.
This boat will automatically take you to McMurdo Port, the landing point Manus Vindicta established by the shores of the Ross Sea.
McMurdo. Alright. Sounds like murder. Sonetto eyes the boat with skepticism, rightfully distrusting this advisor of Manus Vindicta.
This looks like Manus technology. Its arcane energy source is highly unstable. Timekeeper, I suggest we wait for support in Ushuaia.
I don't usually agree with Sonetto, but I have to admit, I don't have much confidence that a boat this small can actually make it to Antarctica.
Mr. Aleph, do you know anything about Manus Vindicta's ritual? How far has it progressed?
The ritual could begin at any moment. I believe that's why they left Kamala. Upon departure, one of their members, a woman named Grace, told me they would seal off the sea.
Oh boy.
Are we too late?
If you wish to find Doris, you must follow the same path she took.
The distant drone of the raging waves fills their background like a repeating omen.
I see. Mr. Aleph, members of the Foundation branch will arrive soon to evaluate your condition. I hope you'll answer their questions with the same patience you showed us. Thank you. Sonetto, let's go.
Yes, Timekeeper.
As always, Sonetto keeps any mission-irrelevant queries to herself. The girls preparing to set sail turn to the younger rider beside them.
Thank you for your assistance too, Recoleta. Perhaps you'll consider joining the...
A thunderous crash echoes from behind them, the sound of a collapsing building.
What was that? It came from the Panopticon.
Yeah, there it goes. There goes the prison. Oh, that's where a cutscene ends. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright. Hold the phone. Go back. There is apparently something. Where is it? Oh, here. A journey to and fro. There is a passage here. Its author unknown. A journey to and fro. Doris at the prison, huh? I return once more to Kamala Prison. To me, this massive cage is no longer an inescapable labyrinth. When I left, the lady from Manus Vindicta did not stop me, yet I could still feel her gaze. So sorrowful, so blurred, so cold, never once shifting away from me. On the streets of Ushuaia, a young girl pointed me back toward the prison. That severed thread tugged at my heart, and I knew with certainty that my mission lay here. If I were placed before fate, my life and death would seemingly follow a predetermined path to its destined end. And as I walk this path, I must carry not even a shred of hesitation. It is time to speak with Aleph, the one who answers all questions. Yeah? Interesting. Okay. In the place of my ashes, huh? As day breaks, the story ends where the ashes rest. In the end, the night is not eternal. Anything else around this place? No? Also, what am I looking at here? That is Aleph, that's Recoleta, yeah. Our two goobers on the boat. Who or what the shit is that? I cannot see. That is definitely someone. But who or what? Someone's supposed to be there with them? No, right? No, yeah, no. Maybe they're gonna show? Let's see. Also, the story ends. Is this gonna be the final one? Oh shit. Well, it's on fire. Blazing flames reflect in their eyes, just like the name of this island might suggest. A winter night stands sentinel over a great conflagration as every brick of Kamala prison crumbles and falls. Wow.
With Aleph's control gone, Kamala is collapsing. The inmates aren't even real criminals, are they? And they're still in there with no clue that they're no longer being watched from the central tower. We have to go tell them. We have to get them to safety.
Even... yeah, even if you're gonna tell them that, they're still gonna remain in there.
Yes, we should help them get out. At least until support arrives. But... the Manus ritual...
yeah, either lose time or or go back to save them. That is a dilemma right now, isn't it? The battered boat sways within their sight.
Don't worry. I'll go alone.
Huh?
You should hurry. When this is all over, I'll write to you, my dear friend. During this journey together, our teamwork has been impeccable. So, you can trust me to do this.
I was starting to question, is she gonna go with them to Antarctica? But yeah, she is staying behind.
I'm not doing it just to help you or the organization you represent. I'm doing it because the inmates are my friends.
Okay, I trust you. Take care of yourself, Recoleta.
But if the storm truly is imminent, as Dr. Merlin said, then, Miss Recoleta, you'll...
Sonetto, more familiar than anyone with the Foundation's exhaustive regulations, has no ready answer. She knows that in this era before those Arcanists who remain ignorant of the truth, she must watch her birds.
I don't quite understand what this storm is all about. But don't worry. A brand new adventure is the best thing that can happen to a writer. And I doubt it'll surpass the epic adventures we've shared over the past couple of days. I'm going to write everything, including the two of you, into my new novel.
That's very sweet.
Then I'd like to be the first to read this new novel, if that's alright.
Of course. Listen, I believe literature is like an endless, timeless river. So we'll meet again someday, somewhere. Probably in someone else's story. Who knows?
Uh-huh. She takes one last look at her new friends, feeling a longing as if they had known each other for decades. Then, without a backward glance, the girl sprints back to the burning ruins
Adios,
of the
mis
prison.
queridos amigos.
Aww. Alright, so what? Ooh. Actual cutscene. What is this song right now? That is the nice looking campfire. Oh wait, that's a building. Ooh. Run, my dear, run. Oh my god. The face just going up in flames. Wow. This is some chapter 7 shenanigans again. Oh, the song is fading out. Wow. Holy shit. Up in flames, they go. Will she even make it? All the visitors depart one after another. Amid the distant echo of singing, the creator of this prison stares into the fire as it burns. The moment holds for a time, until a breathless jaguar appears at the dock's edge, staring at the human before her with uncertainty. Oh, okay, so she escaped the burning inferno. Uh-huh. Huh, okay, so she was the other pawn that was on the dock with them.
Dr. Merlin, you're Dr. Merlin, right? I finally found you.
Okay.
What on earth happened in the central tower? Right after I left, the whole Panopticon started collapsing. The tower's in ruin. I've been looking for you everywhere. Please, sir, come with me. It isn't safe.
That won't be necessary. The snow is still falling, yet everything in the labyrinth has already gone up in flames. Fortune, fate, karma. They're nothing but a ridiculous joke. It's over, Jaguar. You have lost your memories, your identity, your name, and now your title. You are no longer a jailer trapped in the Panopticon.
I don't get it, Dr. Merlin. What are you talking about?
The jailer takes a step back, her predator instinct sensing the danger in the words to come. The damage may not be physical, but it threatens to shatter what little faith she has left to hold on to, and the life she has always known.
I'm going back to Kamala. Order must be maintained. The prisoners mustn't be allowed to escape.
Funny, you are also just trapped in an illusion of your own making, essentially.
Please take care, Dr. Merlin.
Okay. Oh, at the prison? Nerves torn between panic and hesitation, the jailer at last turns toward the searing flames.
Hey, you! Don't run off like that! It's dangerous!
No one heeds her cries. One prisoner after another flees in terror, escaping the crumbling labyrinth.
In deserts! In stars! In labyrinth!
We dream on death's straw pillow!
The jailer drifts through the raging scene, unable to steer a sensible course. At last, she pins down a frail and powerless prisoner beneath her weight.
Stop! Get off me! Let me go!
Oh, her!
Are you blind? The Panopticon is falling apart!
It's you, Roberta.
The jailer recognizes the prisoner under her grip. Roberta, a kind and quiet prisoner, always well-behaved, now panicked and desperate to escape.
They are all mad! I knew it! They've been insane from the start! The whole place is burning to the ground and they still won't leave! They're still talking and talking about things that no one cares about! I can't help them! I never understood what they were talking about! The rhythms, the factions, the ideologies...
Uh-huh. Okay, interesting. So, what is your role then in this whole thing?
Yes, the people were nice. The ideal is too, but I've had enough of this prison. I've had enough of the panopticon.
She collapses onto the ground, sobbing.
I never should have joined these movements. It was all meaningless from the beginning.
Oh, she's just someone who joined the movement and just wanted to belong somewhere?
I want to leave this place. Go to Spain or France. Anywhere but here. I want to go back to Magdalena.
The jaguar releases her grip. Without a backward glance, Roberta leaves. Oh wow. The jailer steps back onto the circular structure she knows as her only home. Okay, so yeah, I mean, yeah, makes sense that a lot of people in here were people who probably just joined the movement and were part of the whole shtick. Most people in here, I mean, most people, pretty much people in here weren't even weren't even any kind of criminals. They were just people who spoke up about certain ideologies and stuff, and they got put into this insane asylum, essentially, right? But yeah, interesting. So people who didn't really weren't part of any of the movements and the ideologies, those people would leave, and people who are part of the ideologies are pretty much just gonna stay inside, huh? Whoa. Spooked by the song all of a sudden.
Nada podrá parar ni vencer mi ser.
Under the night sky, she sees Kamala Prison glowing like a brilliant bonfire. Yeah, you're part of this. You're part of this. 3 days ago. Oh, we're doing a flashback again?
But how does literature make you feel?
Okay, we're doing a flashback.
As though I'm a kid looking through a kaleidoscope for the first time.
Oh, we're doing... Okay, we're doing this part again.
Well, maybe that's not the best way to put it. Perhaps something a little more subtle.
The young writer drowns in the vortex of words as the blind woman walks away. She walks silently toward Kamala Prison, arriving at the dock hidden between cliffs and reefs. There, the prisoner who answers all questions awaits her arrival.
A ship, sailing to an unfamiliar land, a parable of the past and future, an era that once existed and is yet to come. Is this the answer you've provided, Mr. Aleph?
No, Erd. You will have to find this answer yourself. No one can help you with this. No one.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Aleph. I will remember what you've told me.
Okay, yeah. Oh. So the Platonic year. Whirls out new, right, and wrong. Whirls in the old instead. All men are dancers, and their thread goes to the barbarous clangor of a gong. Oh! W.B. Yeats, 1919. Oh, that's an interesting picture right now. Embarking on the same journey. And that's how it ends? Okay, so that was indeed the last cutscene. What the shit? Excuse me? Excuse me, what the shit was that? Oh. The answering machine, the butterfly, and the literary critic. Okay, don't know what that is. But, alright. Before we wrap this up, another conch, huh? Let's hear this. Oh, not a conch. A secret meeting. In 1991, information moved at lightning speed thanks to technological advancement. Eavesdrop. Oh, Santos. Okay. Talking to a Xeno character, I guess. Why are you here? The Admiral sent me to deliver the latest updates. Huh. I think Igor has misunderstood something. Just because we're both here doesn't mean the Apostles Brotherhood and Xeno are obliged to work together. Mr. Santos, you know the preachers said it before. Each and every one of us is their subject. Why don't you just tell me what Igor really sent you here for? Xeno's intelligence officers intercepted a message from the Foundation's Buenos Aires branch. Oh, typical of Xeno to do something like that. The message states that a fleet from the Foundation, including a battleship and a destroyer, has departed from the north and is heading south. Damn! Damn! They're sending in the big guns. So you're telling me those grey and white checkers are actually sending a fleet? The General wants you to speed up the transport of personnel and supplies, and to weaken the manpower of the Foundation's Buenos Aires branch as much as possible. This is gonna lead to the bombing? Let me make this perfectly clear. I do not answer to him. But for the preacher and for them, I will fulfill my duty. Tell your Admiral that he doesn't need to worry about anything else. We'll prepare a proper welcome for the Foundation's feeble little fleet. Understood. Okay. Okay, and I'm guessing that led to the bombing of the... Excuse me, what? Hi? Buddy Fairchild? If you want to be a fluffy Robin Hood of the city, you better prepare your paws for scorching summer asphalt. Oh, this is the last 5-star I'm missing. At least the last free character that is currently available in the game. I believe the last one. I don't think there's another one. Okay. Am I getting this token a bit too soon? Am I getting this token a bit too soon, or is am I missing something? It's supposed to pop up right now somewhere? Oh, hi. Oh. Oh, what is this poster? Why is that? Why is that thing sinking? Alright. Okay, regardless, just wanna see, what is this? Is it gonna trigger something? Okay, so this is the thing that unlocks... Oh, this is definitely something Aleph coded. Okay, I will not do this in this episode. Ukbar? Interesting name. The answering machine, the butterfly, and the literary critic. Okay. Butterfly, huh? The butterfly of Lorenz, probably? The critic is... I mean, that has to be Aleph, then. The answering machine? Don't know who that refers to? At least I don't think I know. But okay. Anyway, I don't know how long this is gonna be, but I presume this has some story. But I think we're gonna do that in the next episode. Okay, just very quickly before before I yap around this this chapter. the next episode after this one is probably, or rather the next 2 episodes are probably gonna be just very quickly going over the character stories for that they added from chapter 8 with this patch, which is Anjo and the name is escaping me right now. Oh my god, my brain. Lopera, that was the name. But yeah, since I added Lopera's and Anjo's stories back now into the game, the next 2 episodes I'm gonna go through those 2. Considering that I have Anjo, and the Anjo episode is probably gonna be the longer episode because of it, I'm probably gonna... The next episode is probably then gonna be the Lopera episode, and I'm gonna go at the beginning of the episode through this answering machine mini story and combine those 2 into a single episode, which probably is gonna be fair enough. I don't know how long this section is, this extra bonus thing right now. Some of you can give me freely the answer, like a rough estimate of how long it is, to just gauge it. But I'm definitely gonna combine it with the Lopera story, because I don't have Lopera, and therefore it's just gonna be the story and the character trailer probably. Outside of that, probably nothing else, and then I can combine these 2 into a single one. For Anjo, I have Anjo, so that's gonna be a longer episode with a lot more reading at the end. But yeah, anyway, that's for the next 2 parts. But yeah, this was a chapter, all right. This was a ridiculously interesting chapter from start to finish, with misdirections and some crazy shenanigans and reveals. Again, like I said at the beginning of the episode, I'm very happy I didn't... I'm both very happy and kind of sad that I didn't pull for Olive back then. But who knows? Might be a chance in the future to somehow acquire him at some point. But yeah, kind of helped me out in not getting spoiled on not getting spoiled on the whole thing that was happening here in the prison. Also, very interesting structure of the whole thing, because while this is definitely shorter than the previous chapters, I mean, this is only 20 stages, and I think the last couple of story chapters were between 24. Which one was super long? I think it was chapter 7, right? Chapter 7, I think, had like 30 something, wasn't it? I can check, I guess. Where are you? I think chapter 7 was... Yeah, chapter 7 was the super long one with 30 stages. But I guess it kind of balances itself out, because throughout this whole chapter you have the Erd sequences, which are kind of like mini cutscenes by themselves. Just not voice acted, which is kind of surprised, quite honestly, that those sections were absolutely not voice acted at all, considering this entire chapter was a main story chapter, and then you have the Earth sequences that are not voice acted. Very interesting a choice of not doing it. I wonder why. Maybe budgetary things, or maybe a style choice. But yeah, this was definitely a very interesting chapter from start to finish. The Recoleta reveal as well was very interesting to find out that she is well, she is like I saw in the whole thing, she is counted as a normal person and an Arcanist now, so that's interesting. But at the end of the day, she is someone who was essentially a character in a story. And then came to life. That is very interesting and kind of fits very well into this whole chapter itself. But yeah, this was definitely a very good chapter, and gonna have to sit on this a tiny bit and let my thoughts collect themselves until the beginning of the next episode. Will be very interesting to hear from you guys as well about the little details and stuff that I have probably missed. But yeah, the whole writing aspect, the literacy that was mentioned throughout the whole thing, the authors, obviously, like I said, the only exposure to the Latin American boom that I've had over the last couple of days, essentially, and week, have been through a couple of videos that I watched to just get a general idea of the whole matter. But yeah, it definitely feels very very. I mean, it is very inspired by the whole thing. I think one of you said in one of the early episodes in the first, I think it was in the first episode for this chapter, that the writer for this chapter is someone who is very knowledgeable about this whole Latin American boom thing. So they took they took some inspirations. But yeah, this was very good. This was very good. Very funny that it kind of ends as well in a similar manner to chapter 7 and the banquet, where the group on the island also kind of split itself apart into two factions, where one faction went to the beach and embraced the storm and their end, while the other faction remained in the safe area. And here it's pretty much the same thing, where people who just joined this movement for whatever reason they deemed necessary to join the movement, they they run away when the fire happens for self-preservation, and the actual people who actually joined the movement because of their conviction and standing on the whole thing remained in the prison. I actually wonder if they all die there, by the way. I know the prison is going up in flames and they're dancing in the building and everything, or around the building, but I do actually wonder if the prisoners actually perish in the fire, or will Recoleta maybe make it to them. But there will be a character story for Recoleta in the future, and I will obviously be doing a doing an episode on that, but that's probably not going to be for, I don't know, a minimum of 2 or 3 months probably. Like a lot of the other side stories now also have to be re-added into the game that I have actually played through. So the next couple of months are probably, actually I don't know what's gonna be coming after this patch, but the next couple of months are probably not gonna be any kind of recap things that I'm gonna have to do. So there's gonna be massive opportunity to go through main story and catch up and do the main story character stories as well on top of it. Yeah, this was definitely a chapter. And Aleph is a character, all right. You know what the scariest thing is gonna be to do, because I like to do the character voicing and stuff like that. When Aleph's story comes back around, that is gonna be a true challenge. That one is gonna be a true challenge to do, because it's probably gonna be a story that is gonna at least have the physician and idealist in there, so, and Aleph, of course. So having to do 3 separate characters under the exactly same voice is gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be actually fun. I'm looking forward to that story. That was gonna be very fun to do. Doing at least 3 characters under the same character voice and trying to make them distinctive is gonna be definitely a fun little challenge. But anyway, we are not fully done, so let's see about the trailer for this story chapter. Okay, then, version 2.6 trailer. Let's see.
Hear this! For us! For us! For poetry! For poetry! For us! For us! For free will! For free will!
Bang!
For us! For literature!
Are they gonna show the bang?
Our haven! Our haven! The Panopticon! The Panopticon! Nowhere else but here!
Oh shit! They actually did. Uh-huh. Oh shit, they actually show this in the trailer, okay.
Doris, that blind writer? 3 days ago, she asked me for directions to Comala prison.
Prison?
This is an experimental facility. Soon you'll see just what that means.
Funny, I don't think they're gonna show the Jaguar, are they? The jailer?
Jailer? Who is the ruler of this prison?
Wow, what a shot.
According to the agreement, the Idealist and I represent the two factions of La Sociedad. In light of his possible assassination...
Yeah, funny, they're not showing the jailer.
will now be chaired
Probably a good thing.
by me.
Oh my god. Oh. Well, that's a very... very iconic shot. Was it from the Belko experiment, or what was it called again? Hi.
What are we doing here? What even is this prison?
You are a prisoner of Kamala.
Oh, they did show her.
And a guest of Manus Vindictae.
Fiction and reality are two parts of a whole. We're trapped in a story with a predetermined ending.
Okay. Damn, that is a shot. Okay. The trailer is cool. I'm not gonna lie, the trailer is very cool. I do feel a tiny bit like they're maybe showing a bit much about the plot. Like you immediately... I kind of immediately getting... I know I've just went through the story, but I kind of immediately am getting the impression of what the story is gonna be about. Which maybe it's a tiny bit too much.
The kind of person I aspire to become. An embodiment of the dream to wander. A foolishly brave protagonist must also be a knight who fights for literature. I have all the essentials for writing poetry. You, me, and our opponent. Bravo! A glorious, silly, and thrilling act of improvisation.
Oh, they're showing the jailer! Okay.
Desolation. Cold. They all can twist one's mind. There is no true self hidden beneath our outer visage. No, there is nothing true about what is simply shaped by society. Careful.
How does his thing look again? I forgot. Oh, yeah.
It's best you don't rush into things. You have a...
Oh, yeah, that... Oh, wow, that's very interesting. Yeah, I've only ever seen this animation once. And I think it's because he was in one of the character surveys as a character just in the fixed party that I had, but I honestly forgot about this animation, so yeah, okay, good. Again, good thing that some stuff, good things that I saw some of the stuff maybe once and completely forgot, because otherwise, oof.
Long night ahead.
I have the attic skin, right. That one looks nice. I like this one specifically. Labyrinth of Madness. The day when the characters of Reavers decide to play D&D and cosplay their characters. Kinda fits for the whole thing.
This fire requires concentration. Stay focused. Light the lamp. Reveal the secrets. Just a little test of skill.
Nice. Yeah, new main story chapter, no shit. Uh-huh. Okay, that was a minigame. Okay, so this is the answering machine thing. Okay, I'm gonna see about that next time, but interesting. Oh yeah, your anecdote was part of this patch. Yeah, and the rest is gonna be the usual updates, right? Double analysis. More gameplay. Oh, this is where they added this thing. I forgot that this was this patch, right. More chances to get clear drops. Yum, 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 yum. Oh yeah, this was also the expansion for A Series of Dusks. Right. Right, okay, yeah. Oh my god. It's been so long since I did the Let's Play series on A Series of Dusks. Holy shit. This reminds me, I will do the episode at some point as well on the currently new game mode as well. Oh yeah, phototaxis in study. Right, this thing. Oh yeah, Oh, now I remember my experience with patch 2.6. That's where I was doing this story. Okay. Oh, that's kind of funny. That's kind of throwing me back. Okay, and that is it, huh? Yep. Alright then, with that we have completed main story, chapter 9. And next time, well, not next time, next episode, but once we're gonna be done with the character stories for chapter 8, very quickly, where are they? There. Once we're gonna be done with these two, over the next 2 episodes, then we're gonna continue with chapter 10. And see how the journey to Antarctica is gonna keep on going, considering the picture. Oh yeah, also just literally realized it's just hitting me. The chapter is called Paradise Regained. Paradise Lost, Paradise Regained. Alright, gonna be an interesting chapter, but 2 quick middle stops and then we continue with main story again. I am looking forward to seeing it and to see how this is gonna continue. Catching slowly up. Catching slowly up. But anyway, this will be it for this episode. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say about this chapter, because again, there is definitely stuff that I probably missed and don't have context for, but I'm gonna be looking forward to seeing the context you guys are gonna be bringing up. And in the meantime, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did so, please consider leaving a like. It will help out a lot. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And if you want to support me more directly, memberships are open on the channel. Like I always say, no video will be behind a membership. It's only there for support. So thank you very much to all the members already doing so. Much appreciated. And as always, I hope you all have a fantastic day wherever you are. And I will see you in the next episode. Until then, bye-bye.